Dawson and I are at Santos in Ocala, Florida at the jump track. Dawson has his new Specialized P3 down here. Well, he's had it for a couple months now, but this is the first time that he's brought it down to Santos, and he's about to do some of the big boy jumps. So he's done some big stuff up in Washington and even North Carolina, but these are different. These have lips that are super steep, like 90 degrees almost. Let's walk over and take a look. How you feel, Doss?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, you've been warming up on the wooden stuff. The wooden lips are steep too. This thing looks like a wall when you're coming up to it. Yeah, that's a steep lip. There's a starting hill. So you come down the hill around that berm and then hit this one, and there's a pretty big size gap between here. So this is the wooden one that Dawson's been hitting for a while. I mean, that one, you know, it's still fairly steep for a wooden jump. He's gonna launch almost straight up. He's gonna have to get some big air. Oh boy, here we go. So he's gonna do another couple of roll-ins before he does the final one.
How's that look?
Perfect.
You think that looks too much? You think that's too much speed?
No, because look, the gap is, he doesn't want to talk about it. I told him earlier he has to get a lot of speed, and he said he knows he's got this. He said talking about it makes it more intimidating. As he sets up for the last roll in, let's look at the gap. That's pretty good. He's not going to do the other ones today. These are all covered with tarps, and the jump crew isn't really here today, so he didn't want to have to uncover all these. He just wanted to get this one out of the way since he's never done a jump like this before. I think this is it. So he's got his knee pads on, elbow pads on. I wanted him to wear his full face helmet, but he said it obstructs his vision a little bit too much for these. All right, here he goes.
I told you that was too much speed. I even braked right there.
Did you? I'm a cross country and trail rider, dude. Don't listen to me. Holy cow, did you overshoot the whole landing?
Almost all of it. That wasn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah, you look smooth.
I'll just go just a couple less cranks and
okay.
I'll be good.
His eyes were huge after that.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't tell from where I was standing, but it looked like
I was like, this is too much speed. I was like, I couldn't brake anymore, you know?
it looked like he landed almost at the bottom of the hill. That means he went like, oh my gosh, that's like 20 feet across. All right, he's stoked. Nice.
I want to do that other jump now, man.
All right, uncover the second half.
All right, I'll just do that one more jump and then.
All right.
Let me do this one more time, though.
All right. All right, run number 3. A little bit different angle here.
Yeah, dude.
You got it. That was perfect.
That was perfect. That felt so good.
Last one before he does the other one. Yep, he's already really comfortable on that. That's really cool.
Make sure not to drag it.
Yeah, just roll it over so it'll be easy to put it back on. So before we go get burritos, Dawson is going to do the second one too. So he's going to land what he's been doing and then hit this one. You know, Dawson is really, he is fearless, but he also calculates what he does. He doesn't just, you know, go off something without really, you know, doing roll-ins and calculating and checking his speed. He asked me how I feel about this, and I said, I'm actually getting used to this. Remember the first time he did a huge drop, I was so nervous. And then up in Washington, when he did that big set up there, I was nervous, but I don't know, I'm starting to really trust his talent and his skill. He just progresses so quickly. All right, here we go. Overshot?
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, let's try that again. He's got to make sure he lands that transition perfectly because you got to maintain your speed for this one. All right, here we go. Attempt number 2 for the set.
shot it again. Stop.
He's getting too much air. While he's studying up, I'll just have to say, this is a good day and age to be a mountain biker as a kid. How many of us had jumps like this that we could have access to? Unless you grew up near a mountain bike park, which, you know, of course we didn't have mountain bike parks back in my day when I was his age, but, you know, we just didn't have access to this kind of stuff. The BMX tracks that we did were so tame compared to what they ride today. All right, I think this is attempt number 3 at nailing the transition. Nice.
Chase it just a little bit.
Yeah, just a tad.
What?
Yeah, do it one more time. Yeah, his back tire landed just on the top of the jump. Almost got it. I think he overshot the transition again. But he kept going. He did it. Let's see if he can nail this. I hope he does. I'm hungry. I want to go get some burritos. That was good. Yeah, that was good. Let's go get some burritos, little buddy. I'm hungry. All right, he wanted to do it one more time. I'm a good dad. I let him do it one more time. All right, back home, and a good day of jumping, right, Dawson?
Yeah.
So the jumps at Santos a lot steeper than the ones you've done in the past, especially like compared to the ones in Bellingham, Washington, where you had a ton of speed and it just launched you up, but not quite as steep. So the dirt jumper works better for the Santos jumps, right? And why is that?
So for the dirt jumper, it's a hardtail and it has a really stiff front fork.
Right.
And when you're going up the lip, especially at the very last part when it's at its steepest, a full suspension bike can kind of suck up that pop when you really need that pop to clear the gap. And so that's why a dirt jumper is really good, because you get a lot more pop and so you can get height so you can clear it. Because that's why the dirt jumps are more steep, is so you can get higher, so you have more air time, and so you can make the jumps in a smaller space.
So the full suspension, like if you try to take a full suspension on those jumps with really steep lips, what would happen? Like it would just suck it up and you wouldn't get the height you needed?
Yeah.
So that's the dirt jump video. Dawson hitting the bigger, steeper lip stuff. So a lot of progression happening. Excited to keep these going. Thanks for watching.